Hi, welcome back. And based on some requests, today's video is all about the beginner warm-up. The beginner warm-up, very simple warm-up. We're going to start off with some really slow music. I'm going to explain the moves piece by piece, and then we're going to do with some faster music. Okay. This is not choreography, but it's based on choreography moves. Okay, and originally when I came up with this warm-up, I based it on some step classes that I did once upon a time. I based it on bachata that I knew very well, and then I based it on a lot of other things that I brought from different places all around the world. Since then, it's become the norm in a lot of studios in South Africa, and it's just still used around the world. So it's a great warm-up for all levels. Okay, although we call it the beginner warm-up because we do it in the beginners all the time. Basically how it works is, for beginners, it's about teaching orientation, direction, and how to turn and work on simple techniques. Okay, for intermediates, once you get to intermediates, you start doing a little bit more bachata, and you're going to find that this warm-up is going to help you a lot in bachata. Because if you're used to this warm-up, you're going to find bachata moves are so simple, they're so easy for you. So this really helps as a building block towards your bachata. Advanced, okay, you're going to be working a lot more on technique. Okay, technique, loosening up the hips, okay, which is very, very important. And then when you want to push your boundaries and you want to sweat a little, up the ante, make it faster, and you're going to find that you're going to sweat if you do a proper job. So without further ado, let's get going. I'm going to start off with some a slow song first. Just going to go through it, and then I'm going to break each move down. Okay, and yeah, let's get going. Okay, let's get going. Right, so very, very simple. Okay, right, remember these are a bunch of moves that you can do in any order. Okay, we're gonna do it in what I think is the easiest to more difficult. Okay, and what I've done is I've tried to get you to turn, and I've tried to get you to not turn, and then I've tried to get you to change direction, then not change direction. So I'm trying to alternate it, right, as much as possible. Remember that putting the proper technique in helps you in all of your dances, because there's aspects in this beginner warm-up that really helps you a lot. As a beginner, it gives you a lot of orientation, which you're going to use in all of your dances. Okay, so without further ado, let's go. The first move I do, I always start off when I get going with this song is, and part of it is about getting into the rhythm of the music, part of it is also about loosening up the hips. Okay, so right, straighten one leg and put your weight onto that leg and sit into the hip. so that the hip is extended. Okay, right, the other leg, no weight on that leg, and my knees bent. And what I do is I change the weight over, right? Change the weight over so that my hip moves to the other side. And this is all about transfer of weight. It's about loosening up the hips. Your hips, when you first start dancing, is like a stiff elastic. When you first take it out of the box, they don't really move. But as you play with them more and you move them more, they start loosening up. And this exercise is great for loosening up your hips. Okay, all right, so every time I change weight, I sit into the hip, and for that takes time. And so when we do using the music, we use 2 counts for every hip change, right? So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now I mentioned something about bachata earlier. Okay, bachata is a 4-count dance, and I use Latin house music for the warm-ups for 2 reasons. Number 1, because it's more vibey, it gets you going, okay? It encourages you, music allows you the freedom to expand and enjoy, okay? And Latin house music's really good for that. And number 2, Latin house music uses a heavy bass beat, okay? It comes from the house part of it. The Latin part is generally Latino vibes. Often they're going to be singing in Spanish, okay? And the vibe gets you going. It's party. Okay, it's party. And I dare say there's more Latin house music out there than there's salsa out there. So this is not salsa music, okay? It's not bachata music, right? Although you can use bachata music, right? This is Latin house music. That doof, doof, doof helps you to keep the rhythm. So it teaches beginners how to listen to the music and move to a rhythm, right? Very, very important. Okay, so we're starting with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You'll see my one knee is bent, the other one straight. When I change it over, the switches, and I want to sit into the hip, as I mentioned, you want to stretch that hip. Okay, so the first move, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now, second move, very simple bachata basic. We're going to take 3 steps. We're going to 1, 2, 3, and we're going to tap on the toe. Okay, so there's no change of weight. So change of weight, change of weight, change of weight, tap, no change of weight. Okay, I mentioned this in the bachata video the other day, right? There's a difference between a step and a tap. A step is a transfer of weight, and a tap is a no transfer of weight. Okay, right, so very, very easy. 1, 2, 3, tap 4, 5, 6, 7, tap 8. 1, 2, 3, tap 4, 5, 6, 7, tap 8. Okay. Right, that's number 2. Number 3, okay, we're going to travel forward. Same concept, taking 3 steps. We're going to step 1, step forward 2, step forward 3, tap in place. Back 1, back 2, back 3, tap in place. So 1, 2, 3, tap, back, 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 tap. And remember to move those hips from side to side on every step, 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 tap. Okay, all right, easy. Number 4, all right, we're going to step across. So we're going to 1, 2, 3. On the 4, instead of tapping, we're going to kick. We're going to kick forward. Now, after that kick on the 4, we're going to step diagonal back. All right, so we're traveling to the side, but we're not going to step straight to the side. We're going to step diagonal back. This gives us space to step across, right, like a grapevine. We talked about it the other day. And I step to the side, and I kick again. And I repeat. So I step diagonal, back, cross in front, step to the side, and kick. Diagonal, cross, step. Very important on that step to stabilize yourself so that when you do kick, you have balance to kick. Number 1. Number 2, when I kick, I don't just kick with my legs up. I do what we call a pump. My knee stays in place, and I kick from that knee. I point my toe. So I want to stop and come back. Stop. All right. Very, very important. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, kick, 5, 6, 7, kick. You can step slightly across at an angle. This makes it easier. All right. This makes it easier. And remember, use your arms to balance yourself. Use your arms to balance yourself. Okay, so what do we got so far? We've got slow in place. We've got side to side, number 2. We've got forward and backward, number 3. And we've got kick crossover, number 4. Okay, number 5. We're going to change direction. And for this, we're going to turn a quarter, right? So from the tap, we're stepping 1, 2, 3. On that 3, we're going to change direction, half a turn, and tap. It's very important to change direction on that 3. If you try change direction and tap on the 4, you're going to find it very difficult. So it's 1, 2, change, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. Now, okay, which way are we turning? When we're going in this direction, we're going to turn the other direction, tap. And when we're going in this direction, we're going to turn the other direction. Okay, and we're going to use little arms here as well. All right, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3. As I step on that 3, in the direction I'm turning, I'm going to use that same arm, and I'm going to take it over my head. Over my head. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm starting to express some arms. I'm starting to loosen up some arms. I'm also starting to stretch my shoulder, stretch my chest, stretch my lat muscle. Right? These muscles are going to be used over and over when we partner dancing. So you want to warm them up. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. Turn back, tap. Okay, that was number 5. What are we doing for number 6? We're going to sweep the foot. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. From here, I'm going to sweep the foot across. 5, 6, 7, sweep the foot across. Okay, right, so I'm going to use 2 analogies here. If you've done some Argentinian tango before, okay, this is classically known as a gancho, which means hook. What you're going to do is you're going to take the foot, plant yourself on the one leg, okay, take the other leg that you don't have weight on, and bring it up. And you're bringing it up kind of like a number 4. Your legs are positioned in a number 4, okay, form. All right, we step, 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 sweep. Now, for this to work nicely, you have to position yourself nicely on the 3 in order to be able to sweep on the 4. So 1, 2, 3, weight needs to be on that 3 nicely to be able to take that 4 and sweep it across. 1, 2, 3, sweep. Okay, so I'll use 2 analogies. Here's a second analogy. For those that haven't done any tango before, okay, it's kind of like passing a football. What do I mean by that? 1, 2, 3. I want you to imagine there's a football over there. And what you're doing is you're taking that football and you're sweeping it across to someone on the other side. 1, 2, 3, pass the football. 1, 2, 3, pass the football. Okay. If you've had more experience, then sweep that foot higher. 1, 2, 3, sweep. 1, 2, with power. 1, 2, 3, sweep. 2, 3, sweep. 2, 3, sweep, and 2, 3, sweep. Right. Okay. Number 7. This is the second last one. It's one of my favorites. Okay, is the pivot turn. Pivot turn left, pivot turn right. And you're going to use this in bachata all the time. And a lot of teachers do not teach this properly. So I'm going to use directions. Okay. All right. So normally we're going 1, 2, 3, tap, 4, 5, 6, 7, tap, 8. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to turn a quarter. Right? So we're going to take this left foot and we're going to turn a quarter. Then we're going to take the right foot. All right, so now I'm facing this direction. Quarter, turn. I'm going to turn another quarter. Boom, so 2 quarters. All right, and then my last turn, I'm going to turn half. Boom. And don't forget your tap. Tap is very important to stabilize yourself, also to make sure that you keep the timing in the music. Okay, from here I'm going to go back because we're going to turn both ways. So again, quarter, quarter, half, tap. Now remember, these are pivot turns. That means they're traveling turns, and it's very important to make sure you're turning on the balls of your feet when you turn, not on your heels. Right, your toes give yourself extra balance and it helps you to turn nice and easily. Okay, only use your heels to stop yourself. All right, so we're going quarter, quarter, half, tap, quarter, quarter, half, tap. Okay, all right, nice and easy. And we can go back and forward nice and easy. Okay, often what I do on the tap is I also encourage a clap. Clap. So 1, 2, 3, clap. This does 2 things. Number 1, it gets you in sync with the rhythm in the music. Because every 4 beats, the last beat, you have to finish it off in order to be able to start again. Right, so by clapping, you're syncing your body with the music. You're making a sound with the sound of the music. Right, so it really helps. Also gets everyone loosened up. Okay, initially when beginners start classes, they're a little bit stiff, they're a little bit nervous, right? Maybe it's their first time, maybe they still haven't got certain moves right yet, and so that clap just helps them to let go. Okay, it's doing something physical and it's using other senses. Okay, last one, number 8, okay, is the lean or the heel tap. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Again, prepare yourself on the 3, and we take the foot that we normally tap with and we turn it and we use the heel. Okay, this means we flex our toes up. Okay, all right, so no pointing, flex it as much as possible, and if you do a proper job, you're going to feel the calf muscle, okay, contract. All right, and at the same time, I'm going to encourage a slight lean back. Okay, by leaning back, you create a line. All right, put extra pressure on the leg that you're leaning on. That's okay. This is all about warming yourself up. So we're going 1, 2, 3, lean back. 1, 2, 3, lean back. And you can throw your head back. Just remember to stop it at some point. Don't throw it all the way back. You don't want to lose balance also. So 1, 2, 3, lean back. 1, 2, 3, lean back. 1, 2, 3, lean back. 2, 3, lean back. 2, 3, lean back. Easy. Okay. So there are 8 very, very simple moves that you can use in your beginner warm-up. Okay. We're going to try it to another song now. I'm going to count it. I'm going to talk through some music as well, and it's going to be a little faster. Right? I'm also going to put the names of the songs and links to them in the page, so you can download the music if you want to, or you can just hear it on YouTube. It's free, so yeah, enjoy it, have fun. Okay, let's get going. Slowing it down, slow, 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 slow. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, tap. 5, 6, 7, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. 5, 6, 7, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. 5, 6, 7, tap. One more time. Let's go forward. 6, 7, 3 steps. 1, 2, 3, tap. Back. 6, 7, tap. Forward. 2, 3, tap. Back. 6, 7, tap. One more time. Tap. 5, 6 to the side. 3 steps. 1, 2, 3, tap. 5, 6. Good. We're going to kick forward, crossing over. Kick, cross over. 6, 7, kick. 1, 2, 3, kick. 5, 6, 7, kick. 1, 2, 3, kick. 6, 7. One more time. 1, 2, 3, kick. Good. 6, back to basic. Nice and easy. 2, 3, tap. We're going to change direction to the left. 1, 2, 3, tap right. 6, 7, tap left. 1, 2, arm right. 6, arm left. 1, 2, arm right. And back again. And tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. 5, 6. Taking the leg. Sweep the leg across. Sweep. 6, 7. Sweep. 1. Sweep. 5, 6, 7. Sweep. 1, 2, 3. And back to basic. And 1, 2, 3. Tap. We're going to pivot. Let's go. Turn, turn, turn. Tap. Turn, turn, turn. Tap. Quarter, quarter. Half. Tap. Use your arms to help stabilize yourself. One more time. 1, 2, 3, tap. And to the side. 3 steps. 1, 2, 3, tap. 6, 7. Good. Really heel. Lean back. 6, 7. Lean back. 2, 3. Lean back. 6, 7. 2, 3. Lean back. 6, 7. Lean back. One more time. Back to basic. Nice and easy. 2, 3. Tap. 6, 7. Tap. I hope you enjoyed that. My suggestion is, every single time you do any video, do the warm-up first. It's a great way to get yourself going, to warm yourself up, and to loosen everything up before you actually start do any kind of moves. Remember that this is just my suggestion with regards to sequence of moves, but you can mix and match them as you feel fit. Okay. Saying that, thank you very much for your feedback. We're going to be putting out the next part of Mashkinada soon, so look out for that. And other than that, keep safe. Thanks very much.